How you doing, guys? Just a quick update video as promised on the Ghostbusters mini Proton pack build that I was building for my son. I just let you know how it's getting on. I installed the Hobby Kit's light kit that I showed you in the last video. Very impressed with that. It would integrate very well into a bigger Proton pack build like the Spirit build and stuff. I just want to tell you a few things that I'd probably do if I was to do it again. You can probably see there's a few little bits of paint chipping off, and I never got around to varnishing it up. I'll probably give it another paint job and then maybe throw a coat of varnish on it, but that's one thing I'd probably recommend doing. So yeah, I'll get into what I've done and how it's coming along. So as you can see, what I did was I cut out the original kind of holes around the cyclotron area, and I installed red kind of, what you call it, just a red clear plastic on the back. And the same on this, I've cut this section out here and put in a blue plastic on the back of that. And we've also installed a board on the back. It was just basically a piece of hardboard, screwed it in, little screws from the front actually. Bought them on Amazon. They're only a couple of quid. They're like Allen hex bolts, and nothing bolts, just go straight through, and tacked it on. Then I've made up this frame on the back, and then I screwed that to the hardboard. Basically just trace around the shape of the Proton pack and then cut off the hardboard with a jigsaw, and that was it. You could get away with gluing it on the back, but I kind of wanted to be able to get in there and mess around with the electronics if anything went wrong. You can see here at the back, I'll zoom in on it a little bit. Guys, I've got a new camera set up here. It's actually a new phone that I got, so it's able to record in 4K, so hopefully it's a bit of an improvement from what I've been using. I just basically left these open just to get the batteries in. The 3 batteries here are for the blaster that I cut up, and then we have a square battery in here. It's actually shifted it around, but it's for the lights kit that we got off Hobby Kits. So I'll switch it on and let you see how it's going. Let you see it in motion. Like, I was very impressed with that Hobby's kit. It's actually really good. The lights are great quality, all the LEDs. I knew by looking at it when I got it, I'd made the right choice on it. It was probably the dearest part of the build. That came in at €50. But really recommend it. And the guy, he shipped it out straight away. He seems a really nice guy. So big thumbs up there for Hobby Kits. Yeah, so that's basically it, guys. It's just my son has been using it. He's kind of been throwing it on his back and everything, and that's why the paint is wearing off. I should have varnished it before I gave it to him, but you know, kids, they just want to get their hands on stuff straight away. So I think I ran through this with you before on the last build. So you have your start up. Yeah, I think I ran through all the buttons on this on the last video. But yeah, guys, it was really a really simple build, to be honest with you. Like, as I said before in the last video, I'm not a fan of electrics. They don't scare me, but like, I think everyone thinks of electronics and they get this thing in their head, oh, it's hard, it's difficult, but it's not, it's easy. So I pulled that sap and blast blaster apart and basically put all the innards into this other blaster that we bought that I showed in the last video. It was originally blue. They're cheap, you can still get them on Amazon. I think that blaster is about 15 €15. It's not that cheap, but it's cheap enough for what it was, and everything fitted in nicely. I just bought these switches, little small toggle switches, and just push button switches. They worked out really well. It's very simple to wire them up. And the same with the hobby kits, like that, there was no wiring on that. That came fully wired, ready to go. All I had to do was install the battery and just make a couple of holes for the lights and the switch that I mounted on the top here. Like that toggle switch came with the kit as well. Worked out really well. Yeah, so I added a couple of little small details. The clippered valve was off the Zap and Blast blaster. It actually came off nicely. There was no cutting or anything. Once you opened the body, that clippered valve came off with the just came out. There was wasn't glued on, wasn't anything. Just came out nicely, and it worked out, I think, really well on the back of the Proton pack. Makes it a bit more movie accurate. The cables, well, the wires and stuff, the moulding was there. I just painted them on, so I think that turned out really well. Just a bit of red and blue paint, and I bought a small ribbon cable. They're actually 2 ribbon cables just joined together by a bit of tape, and I'm going to eventually get around to I'll make a hole, maybe slide them in, cut a hole in there, slide it in, and just paint this up silver, and then reroute it back to here, make it look more movie accurate for 'em. I'm kind of I'm getting a bit obsessed with this myself. It's been a fun build, guys. You know, it started out, as I said in the last video, he wasn't happy with the little blue. This was originally blue. It was a cheapy kind of a cast part, but he wasn't happy. He wanted all the lights and that, and unfortunately there's nothing out there kind of on the European side for kids that small. The straps as well. The straps were off the original backpack, and as I said, I just made up that frame with a bit of plastic tubing and a couple of 90-degree bends. It was actually, this came off actually an old goal, a kid's plastic goal that had all these 90-degree bends. I cut off the backs of them. There was another section coming out the back to make a kind of 3-way, but it worked out actually quite well, I think. This little bit now, that's annoying me. I'll tack that down. I'll glue it down with something. There's a bit of light bleed coming out, you can see, from the LEDs. So I'll probably hot glue that in. Probably stop that light bleed a bit better. And I'll probably put another coat of black on that just to give it a little bit more. Stop the light bleeding through. But he's thrilled with it, guys. As I said, it's been a fun build for me. It's quite simple. Wasn't the cheapest thing to build. Probably would have been better off buying the small Spirit pack from the States and paying the duty. But yeah, it was just, as I said, it was a bit of fun, and he thought it was great that he built him a pack, you know. So that's it. I just wanted to show you the progress on it. Simple enough to build. If anyone has any questions on how I did it or whatever, you can get on to me. I'll help you out. But as I said, it wasn't complicated. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Just a bit of thought went into it, that's all, and a bit of cutting and what have you. But that's it, guys. Just basically wanted to do that update because I promised I'd do it. And yeah, just wanted to try out the new camera. Well, camera phone, should we say. I think it's a lot better than what I was using in the past. The 4K seems to be nice on it too. But yeah, stay tuned, guys, for more videos. I'm going to be doing a couple more tool reviews, more reviews on the old home audio equipment. So as I was saying in the last videos, I think I'm delving into the Technics SL, the new GR2 model. So stay tuned for that one. But that's it for now, guys. Listen, I'll talk to you again, and stay tuned for another couple of tool reviews and stuff. Bye bye.